Pop Squat, come at ya. Jackson sent in this, Jaxon, and this is Izaya Tiji with a song called Sword. Came out in 2020. It's not listed as being off of an album, so I assume this is either leaked or something that he just put out himself. Let's see, this was Isaya's first single of 2020 to lead into his album Me. I don't know if this is on the album Me. Let's see. Nope. I can't click on a link. So let's check this out. Before we get to it, I want to remind people that Numos is going to host Babytron on July 6th if you want to go see him. He's in the Seattle area for that day, and tickets are $27 to $30. So if you're from anywhere from Portland to Vancouver, come on in and come see Babytron. I don't know how often he gets out to the West Coast or how often he gets to Seattle, but I think it's kind of a cool opportunity to see some awesome rap from the Detroit area. There you go. Also, there's a link down in the description to this video for this mixtape that I found of mine from 1984. This is when young John was just getting into music, probably, you know, a year or two before that. I really kind of got into music. But this contains a bunch of stuff from 84 and previously, and like earlier, probably 5 years earlier. Just a buddy of mine from my hometown of Burlington, Wisconsin, put that together for me and gave it to me. And you can see what I was listening to when I was a lad of 14 or 15. Let's get into this. I want to remind you, if you want to send me any music, you can do that down here. There's information for CashApp and PayPal. You can just send me a buck or two or as much as you want. I will accept anything. And some tracks that you want me to listen to, or one track if you're sending less money, because it takes time. And there's also my Patreon information down there if you want to become a patron. $2 bucks a month. $2 a month. If everybody here who watches this would do Patreon at $2, I could do this full time. That would be awesome. What else was I going to say? It doesn't matter. Yeah, it did matter. I don't know. Oh, this is video 1999 on the channel. That's what I wanted to say. So the next video is going to be number 2000. I'm going to go back and watch the very first video I did and do a reaction to my reaction, because I think it will be very cringeworthy. I hope. I haven't watched it in months and months and months and months and months, maybe well over a year. I don't know. Let's get into this though. 2 minutes long. Thanks again to Jackson for sending this in. We've got Sword from Izaya Tiji from the year 2020. Let's do it.
I'm not into you.
Yeah. Might charge you like a dang. Might charge you like a dang. Yeah. Chop boy, take out the brain. Chop boy, take off the bangs. Yeah. Don't make me take out the brains. Take the bangs off of the rife, yeah. Next year I just want a rife, yeah. Stars, they shining the rife, yeah. Get mine to a nigga, be patient. Get a rest, even on vacation. If you tripping on your laces, but right, it might take your braces. If you get out, help out your best friend. Your best friend broke too. I remember I used to fuck with you.
So, this is really interesting, because this is pretty stripped down from what I'm used to hearing from him. There's not as much going on musically. And I still kind of like it. I mean, it's not a bad thing for something to be stripped down, but it seems a little unusual for him. I tend to think of, let's see what this is even labeled as. This is just labeled as rap, so it's not labeled necessarily as being, Jesus, plug and B. So maybe I shouldn't think of it that way. It probably isn't really plug and B now that I think about it. But I'm so used to him doing plug and B and so many layers and so many things going on, and like things kind of fighting with each other, but also kind of working together to create this melange of music that is very, very cool. Wow, why did I just significantly change color? Is it really just putting my hand in front of my... I mean, maybe I'm not... Maybe I'm the only one seeing that, but anyway... Look, a squirrel. Yeah, ADHD for sure. But this sounds kind of cool. It definitely, like, his vocals are always very, very cool. I think he's got an amazing voice, and I think he also does some really cool experimentation with his vocals and like the sounds that he gets out of himself. It's cool stuff. Let's keep going.
Really put myself in your shoes. I remember I was like that too. Felt like I couldn't live without you. Nah, I'm flexing right on you. Yeah, turn one red to two. You ain't do nothing for my ass, but I do everything for you. Oh, you got that nigga who you all but so. Yeah, you live by that gun, you dead by that gun. I guess it's just how it work. Yeah, I live by these racks, I double these racks. Your boyfriend, he just a clerk. On KK, he swiping. Two bad hoes, they vibing. They see that pockets, nigga, they eyeing. His pockets so sad, that nigga, they got it. And I want diamonds on my bitch. And I want diamonds on my friends. And I want diamonds on my wrist. And I want diamonds on my neck. And I want a big ass LA mansion. And I want to take quick flight to France. We could take your head off quicker than a nigga could glance.
So there's some some cool lyrics in here. I couldn't really put myself in your shoes. I could really put myself in your shoes. I remember I was like that too. Felt like I couldn't live without you. Now I'm flexing right on you. Yeah, turn one rack to two. You wouldn't do nothing for my ass, but I do everything for you. Oh, you got that guy. Well, he over soon. You live by that gun, you die by that gun. Sorry, it's on the next line. I guess that's how it'll work. Some pretty good insults, disses, bitterness out of him on that, although seems perfectly valid. Like, yeah, you got this guy, big deal, he's not gonna be great forever, and we both know it. You think you're really tough, yeah, you're not, you know, you live by the gun, you die by the gun, that sort of thing. So some interesting stuff, and I'm curious if the rest of this track is instrumental, because that's kind of cool too. Maybe there's lyrics, maybe he repeats some stuff here that he's had earlier, but we don't get long musical breaks very often in music anymore, so let's keep going. I wonder if this was at a time when he was really liking these extended outros to his songs, because I know I did a song a while ago, it might have been Interlude actually, where he just sort of like, this note just sort of slowly faded into nothing, and he kind of does the same thing on this, and I like that is possibly something that he does in a bunch of his music. I'll have to pay attention to some of his other stuff and go back and listen to some of his stuff. But like even the stuff that I listen to in the future, I'll have to try and remember to see, like, is he willing to let the music just play? I mean, he was doing a little bit of vocalizing in the background for this last quarter of the song or something like that. But that's a really interesting kind of, if it is, it's a really interesting kind of signature to his music, that he's willing to give music the space to just be music and not have to fill it with lyrics and louder vocalizations, like significant sounds and things like that, or reverse the music and slow it down or submerge it underwater or whatever, like the various special effects that a bunch of people do with their music. And that could be a really cool way to differentiate yourself at a time when we don't have these long outros that fade away to nothing. Like that fade has so disappeared from music. It's very interesting to see him kind of reintroducing it to his music. Very interesting. Very interesting. Good song. I enjoyed it. Sword. I don't even think he mentions the sword. He says, live by the gun, die by the gun. Maybe that's kind of the point of this, like live by the sword, die by the sword, which is the original saying, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. I liked it. Again, Jackson, thanks for sending this in. Come back for the next video. It's video number 2000. 2000 videos. That's nuts. When I started this, like not even 3 years ago, I did not think I would get to 2,000 videos. I mean, maybe eventually, someday. It literally would have taken me, well, at the time I was doing a single video a day, so it would have taken me 2,000 days, which is significantly longer than I have already been doing this. I think I've only been doing this, well, if it's not even 3 years, maybe 1,000 days so far. So it would have taken me another 3 years to get here. Crazy. Anyway, come on back. Go check out the mixtape below. Join the Patreon if you wish. I would love it if you did. And I will be back in another video. Pop Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Have a good night. I'll be back. Bye-bye.